What is the advantage of, why do I use Google Keep? I've been using it for years. One of the great things about it is it's able to capture your voice. If you want to use your voice to take notes, you can add images. You can write on the screen to take notes. You can do to-do lists. So there's a lot of options you can do with it. Also, one of the benefits is you can collaborate with other people with your notes. So if you're working on a project or a grocery list and things like that, you can share using Google Keep. As long as they have it and you have it, you can actually share notes back and forth in real time. And it also synchronizes from your phone, tablet, and computer, and even online. So you can view your notes anywhere. And the big benefit to me is I'm not my handwriting's pretty lousy at best. And I take, probably just like most of you, using a pad of paper and notes to take notes every now and then. And if it's important, what I do is I just use my phone to actually capture those notes using the camera, and we'll talk about that. Also, I don't know if it's ever happened to you, but you take a note and you're out and about and you think, I wrote that down somewhere. I wonder where that note is, and maybe it slipped behind the dresser or desk or what have you. Well, having Google Keep with you at all times allows you to have your notes with you wherever you are. So that makes it really, really handy. And it doesn't reside on your phone. The notes don't reside on your phone. So it's not taking up memory. It resides up in the cloud. So if you get a new phone or a tablet or what have you, that those notes are sitting up in the cloud so you don't lose them. So that's really great for any updates. So where do I get Google Keep? You can actually get it from any of the Play stores, the Apple Store, the Play Store, and you can download it for free. So that makes it great. So you can do that while we're talking if you'd like. Again, it's Keep by Google, and you can download that. There's also other options out there. As you mentioned, Brenda, you use the Note app on Apple, which is a good application as well. The other popular ones is Microsoft OneNote. Some of you might have played with that a little bit. There is no cost to that one. And then there's also one that's out there. It's probably the most popular one. It's called Evernote. There is a charge for that app. It's minimal, but there is a charge for it. And it is a really, really powerful tool. The reason I landed up on Google Keep personally is because of the simplicity. I just love the simplicity of it and able to share notes with other people. And when I take a note, I just want to take it, be done with it, and move on. I don't want to figure out like what folder, what file. I don't want all these archives of like, where does it go and how does it go? I just want to take the note and move on. So that's what I've really, really liked about Google Keep. So what does it look like? If you have a Gmail account, it resides already automatically in your Gmail account, if you didn't already know that. When I actually go to my email, you can see right here on the left side, there are the icons, a calendar icon. This is the Google one. It's a light bulb. And here are all my notes that are already in here. So that's already built into Gmail, so you don't have to worry about that. And so that makes life a lot easier, that's for sure. Let me go back to the app itself. Okay, so that's works out really well. They also have another app, and I don't know why they do. It's kind of confusing. It's one of the things that Google does. They usually come out with one app and then they come out with a second one, or they make a second one better than the first one, and the first one hangs around. So they have one called it's called Task. I think it's called Task, and I haven't played with it very much. Google Keep does the same thing. I don't know. I don't know if it's, a better or worse. I just feel like Google Keep seems to work for me, so I didn't play around with it. And they also have one called, they have their contacts, looking up people's contact information that's in your Gmail. So that's what's already built into it. So the 4 ways to enter data into Google Keep, there's 4 ways to do it. Okay. So Judith already have Google Keep, might be useful hints. Okay, great. Thanks for sharing that, Judith. 4 ways to enter Google Keep. One is a to-do list or a task list, which you see right here on the left side, like a grocery list. The other way to enter data into Google Keep is using your voice. Just using your voice to dictate right into the system, and it takes your voice and converts it from audio to text the text, and also keeps the recording, the audio as well. So that is a really powerful tool that is only available on your phone and tablet. And if you have a Google Chromebook, you have the voice recorder built into it. So it does not work on a Windows machine or an Apple computer. So a little bit of limitation there, but not much. Because really, in all reality, I think most of us are going to use this on our phones anyway, because we have our phones with us all the time, and that's our note-taking app, or place where we restore notes. Yes, Judith.
Yeah, I have a Windows, I have Windows 10, and
Yes.
I can get, I use Keep on that. So,
yeah, you can use it, but you won't have the voice. You won't have the voice capability. Yeah.
What about if I use Chrome? If I do it on Chrome? Not a
No.
Chromebook, but Chrome as a browser.
No, not to my knowledge, you can do that. It's a little bit of a limitation. It's not a big deal because a lot of people don't use this one all the time. I find that guys use it more than the ladies for some reason. That's what I've stereotyped, I guess. But it works on your devices, tablets or phone. The third way to enter data is using your finger or a rubber stylus pen that you can use. You can just write on the screen. So for note taking. And then the fourth way to enter data is to use your camera, whether you upload a picture that's already on your device, or you can actually snap a new picture and load it into your Google Keep. Okay, so those are the four ways. So typing it to do, using your voice, or writing on the screen, or using photos. Okay, any thoughts or questions on that? Or anybody downloaded the app? Have any problems with that? Yes, Brenda. Okay, good. All right. So you can also load, we can talk about alerts, and we'll talk about that. And also one of the great things about Google Keep is the Google search engine that we're all familiar with, you use on a daily basis, is built into Google Keep. So if you need to look for a note within your Google Keep, you've got the Google search engine that's already built into it. So if you're searching for a specific note or a recipe, something already in your Google Keep, it's already built in. You can use the search engine. Also, Google Maps. If you use Google Maps for driving, navigations, things like that, it's also built into Google Keep. Okay, so that's really kind of handy, and we'll talk about that. All right. I am going to show you my Google Keep, and then we're going to show the version on the phone, but I wanted to just give you an overview of how it looks. Okay. So these are my notes. I have lots of notes. I've been using it for years. I set it up in a grid pattern. You can go up here to the top right, and you can line things up in a nice vertical pattern if you want, whatever you're comfortable with. And again, you can just adjust that up here.